Welcome to Dragon's Dogma 2. This will be a quest guide. I will be playing in New Game Plus. This will be my second round through the game, so some of the things that I do will be a little bit different than your first time experience, but the point of this guide is just to show you all of the quests, how to obtain them, and how to complete them with the best result. You'll want to start a new game. You probably won't have the options to load. And you certainly won't have the option to restart the game with current level and equipment until you beat the game one time through. I will be starting with my current level and equipment, and let's get right into it. I also would like to say that for this guide, I will be attempting to avoid as many spoilers of the story as possible, so that you may experience those as they come to you. And that means skipping the cutscenes. Now, I have already created my character, and I will be using my created character again. The other characters here that you can select are pre-made characters if you feel like you would rather have one of them than create your own. This is the Overseer. This first quest is called Gaoled Awakening. And it will be very straightforward. There's not a whole lot that you can do that he doesn't tell you to do, so just heed the Overseer.
Come along, you feckless...
All right, I will come along. I can't run, I can't do much of anything here in the beginning. We are just following the Overseer, and he will give us instructions.
Do your injuries pain you?
So, we have been introduced to Rook, and Rook is going to help us with our quest.
You are prepared to work.
I have explored this area in the past. There's nothing to find. Grab the boulder and bring it back. My controls will be a little bit different than yours. I have customized my controls for better gameplay for myself, so don't worry about what button prompts I am getting. You will have different ones. But you want to pick up the boulder and bring it back to Rook, where the next part of the quest will begin on its own. At this point, you can run. Very helpful. That's right, a Medusa.
The fundamentals of using a bow. Up the distance and careful aim.
Attack the Medusa until this cutscene happens. It will run away, and then we're going to have to flee for our lives. You do not want to stay behind. You want to flee. There's nothing else to do here. Maybe a few scraps of things that you can pick up. You don't need them.
Come this way. Let us flee.
We will. We will flee. Now, Rook, there is a cliff in front of us. You do know that there's a cliff. Okay. And that completes Gaoled Awakening. The next quest will be Tales Beginning, and here is the title drop. But as I said, we're going to skip these things so that you can experience them on your own. The first thing that we're going to need to do here is follow Justinin.
A griffin appears one moment and
There he
falls
is.
the next.
There's
And now
Justinin.
you
At this point, on your way through, you are freely welcome to pick up a few things along your way. Opening chests, scavenging for supplies,
Where exactly is this
but
jail you say
none
it's-
of that is really necessary.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
certainly
really
nothing
helpful
like
to
that here,
run
but
off from here
maybe
because
you
you
were
are
held within
alone.
the country
As you
of
can
Tar.
see, you do not have your pawns with you yet.
That's unlikely.
We're going to follow Justin until we reach these goblins. You will have to defeat these goblins.
Let's take up your weapons.
I picked an archer
You'll be needing it.
for this because it is probably the easiest for me and for
If you
a
find
lot
your
of the
strength
quests that are
lacking,
going to come up
there are
until I can
items
change
to
my
be scavenged
vocation.
from the-
Justin,
if you're not
I'm
squeamish
talking.
about-
Thank you. Scavenge some supplies. You can sell it if you want to when you get to somebody who you can
I
sell
count that's a
to.
blessing. Where are you going?
Nowhere.
I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word.
You see, he wants us to follow him. We should just do so. And where we are going will likely be a central hub for the next few quests, since it is going to be in the middle of all of the locations that you're going to be running to. Because this is a New Game Plus for me, I'm going to place a Rift Stone in the middle of it. Not a Rift Stone, a Port Stone, excuse me. A Rift Stone is the thing that I'm going to have to interact with. I just want to know, can I make them a Sphinx parent? I can. This is actually going to help me later on. This is Shade. They will be my shadow. The next thing that we're going to need to do is head to Melv. Over there, I will be able to select my vocation and my equipment out of my storage and begin the game in the way that I want to play it. Also for my pawn. But before that, really quick, if this is your first time playing, this is probably the best location and the first location that you want to pick up your Seeker's Token. This is the easiest Seeker's Token and the easiest Seeker's Token to remember. It will be on this roof over here. It will be important that you pick up a Seeker's Token that you can easily access and remember where it was, because later on you will be tasked with a quest to find the location of your first Seeker's Token. So go ahead and jump up here and grab the Seeker's Token off the roof. It is not here for me because I have already gathered all of the Seeker's Tokens on the map. All 240 of them.
Going out, are you?
It turns out they want me to make for the lodgings. They don't want me to head for Melv. A free rest.
As I
Thank you.
understand it,
I had a well-deserved rest at the lodging. Tale's beginning should be completed. There it is. The next quest will be automatically given to me, and it is called In Dragon's Wake. This is where I will indeed be making for Melv. This is a friend of ours. We'll talk to him later.
You a soldier?
So, in Dragon's Wake, the first side quest that I can start is called Odeals of a New Recruit. In order to do this, I have to aid Accardo by going to Accardo's aid and seeing to it that the new recruit survives his first brush with the Harpies. And then I can report back to Phil. Phil has already talked to me. So as you can see over here, and it's a timed quest. We should probably hurry. My pawn knows the location, as we have completed this quest before. For this, it's a good thing that I'm an archer, because Harpies are very hard to attack with close range.
Who are you? Have you come to aid me?
I'm having a little trouble targeting the Harpies, and you do appear to be running away from a lot of things, which is not helpful.
Is that all of them?
Now I can report back to Phil.
Hail, friend.
That should complete Ordeals of a New Recruit, and in order to get the next quest, little side quest, I have to go to Barin's camp, excuse me. So over here, you're going to be traveling down this road, coming up north here across the bridge, and then heading back down south after that. Our friend that walked away earlier with the big sword on his back, that is the man we are going to be talking to. Take the road that splits off here through the woods. And cross the bridge at this location. If you want to, you can pick up this modest camping kit. I have plenty. I don't want to do that right now. But it would also be good to take any time that you have to rest at any campsite, as long as you're not in the middle of a timed mission. Now right up here at this corner, we're going to split off. Our pawn seems to be having some trouble. So I'm going to use the action to me to draw their attention and get them closer. There's a few things that you can pick up while you're here.
What is it? Got a question about my training regime?
Go ahead and pledge your aid to help this man.
Much appreciated.
What he wants you to do is procure 3 swords and a willing soldier. We'll be gathering these later, so we're not going to complete this quest right now. Instead, the next thing that we're going to do is head up this trail a little bit further north and pick up another quest that we will complete later on. Up here on this road, we won't be able to travel up this, as this is a downward slope, a slide if you would, and it's one way. But we're going to be going around this road and over here to this home. Here's the slide. It's a little tall. Sometimes I'm able to get up those with Levitate or the Mystic Spear hand skill, but not that one. If you want to, you can explore some of the locations along the way, pick up some supplies, and even enter this little cave that's over here. Go ahead and fight the Cyclops. As the Cyclops approaches you, all you want to do is run under its legs, get behind it, and start attacking it from behind again. Turn around, then you want to try to strike it in the eye. Again, why I am an archer. And after about 8 years of fighting this beast, you'll be able to take it down. Up here, there's a rift stone to activate. Here is the house. There is going to be a young sorceress inside, and we need to talk to them when their grandparents are not around so that they can tell us about their advancements in their sorcery. Something that their grandparents don't want them dabbling in.
Gran, I want to learn magic, please.
And while you wait for her grandmother to leave, you can pick up some of the supplies that's in the house.
What is it?
And Spellbound has begun. This is a quest you're going to have to complete much later on, as you need to collect at least 3 authentic grimoires. And they are not going to be available in the beginning of the game. After doing that, the next thing, and really the only thing that we can do at this point, is head for Melv. There will be some supplies up here. This chest is already open because it only contains a one-time item, and I got it in my prior playthrough. If you find a Seeker's token here, I don't remember if there is one or not, go ahead and pick it up because you've already picked up your first one in the outpost. If you didn't kill the goblins at the bottom, you might want to roll that rock down this hill first. So from here, in order to get to Melv, we want to follow this main road. I won't be telling you the location of every Seeker's token or every treasure chest, but I will encourage you to, as long as you are not in a timed quest, explore. A little note about this location over here. As you can see, right there's a ladder, but it's curled up. You can only activate that ladder from the other side. And while it is possible with Levitate and some fancy work here on these stones to get up there from this side, the gate up top is locked from the inside. So it doesn't serve you any good purpose to knock this ladder down now. But I'll be showing you how to activate that ladder from the other side and how to get into that location later. And there is Melv. There will be a few quests that we're going to pick up there that will be completed while we are there. But upon our first visit, there won't be a whole lot that we can do because we'll be pulled into a cutscene. Part of the reason that it is helpful to explore early on is because of that merchant guy right there. He might have some things that you want to purchase, and you're going to need some money. A makeshift jail key could come in handy at some point. He has some other weapons for you, and he has one of the grimoires that you will need. If you need to, you can sell some of the things that you picked up from the goblins, like their horns. And here is the cutscene. There's nothing we can do, so just go ahead and watch the cutscene, and we will wake up later. Don't worry, this is still a dream. And we have woken up to see Ulrika. So Gregor is going to introduce himself to you. He wants to take you to the capital. We are going to decline for now so that we can talk to Ian and pick up another quest. There is another Seeker's token that you can get up here at the top of this tower. This is usually people's first Seeker's token as they miss the one that's in the Border Watch camp. Oh, there goes my pawn. Not understanding how ladders work.
I shall see to it this does not happen again.
That would be nice.
That I can manage both roles myself.
A vocation guild
enough
and
about
my
me.
storage.
Did you
Right
need
now,
something?
I'm going to set up my character, and I will see you after that. Out of nowhere, as I was trying to set up my character, Lennart decided to talk to me. He was in the inn. I stepped forward into the inn just a bit too much, and now we're here. I am now re-equipped and ready to go. I have all of my best equipment on, and my vocation is set up, and I am very powerful. I'm not going to rest here, though, because there is somebody outside who keeps complaining, and I believe that is Ian.
Where you've been.
Well, thank you for that, but I'm going to have to decline. Ian, my man.
Is that you, Norbert?
No.
Right.
Let's follow this man. We're probably going to have to talk to Gregor and decline to follow him.
Wish I didn't have to.
Ah, first and foremost,
I need time.
This is a good spot.
I don't want to camp here. I think we're ready to go.
Follow me.
One of the reasons that I don't want to camp is because it would pass the day, but also because passing the day causes monsters to respawn. And because I've already come through this area, most of the monsters are already dead.
can anyone hear me?
Norbert, are you hurt?
I could dance a jig for joy.
He saved his brother.
It was a near thing.
We will have to escort them back, though. Try not to run. You can get too far away from them. And don't make any fancy moves around the terrain while you're escorting someone. They might accidentally jump somewhere. Causes you a lot of pain. I should probably say that even though I am traveling with only one pawn, my main pawn, you're going to want to travel with a full group of pawns. So in Border Watch Outpost, when you have access
Back
to
at
the Riftstone,
last.
go ahead and use it
That
to
was
summon
an
some
ordeal.
pawns from the Rift. That quest is complete. We got some money, and we can head back in. And now we need to go find a little apothecary. She should be standing right in front of the apothecary door. And there she is. She was here earlier, but we didn't talk to her. We are going to talk to her now.
With the apothecary, sir. But what more can I do?
What more? Well, I could offer my aid.
What?
So she wants a fruit rubberant. We could go find this. We could also purchase this, or we could come in here to our storage because
Here at
I'm in
the
New
inn,
Game
I get
Plus,
so few customers,
and I
you
can
see,
use the
that I can manage
crafting
both roles
ability
myself. But enough of that.
to make my own. So it looks like a green herb with dried fruit. You can take some ripened fruits and combine them with another ripened fruit to make your dried fruit. combine it and go ahead and make yourself a fruit groberant. I already have some fruit groberants though.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me?
And she gave us a ring and some money. And that quest is complete. The next thing we need to do is talk to that man that interrupted me in the inn earlier. Ah, it looks like he has moved down next to the well. So he wants us to grab some explosives and throw them at some Surian eggs. He's prepared the explosives for us.
Make haste then.
And they're very nearby. We just need to keep a few things in mind. One, that we will take a step forward when throwing these, and you want your arc to acknowledge that it is going to land in the right spot. Task done. There were multiple explosives just in case you missed, so go ahead and return to the man.
Well, that appears to finish the job.
And he'll give us another task of throwing more things at the nest. This time it's a jar of poison to ensure, which it doesn't actually ensure, but for the sake of the quest, to ensure that they do not make it back. Same thing applies. Report back.
You've done as I asked, I see.
All right. Now we can ignore Gregor further and head back to the outpost. We're going to go back to this outpost. I have something to place on the ground here, and there is at least one more quest that I can pick up. And I want to try to do so before the sun sets. Oh, my pawn has stopped following me. I want to check their eyes.
I felt certain I would find you here,
Which
Arisen.
is actually going to be...
It seems I was right.
Never mind. As I was saying, I want to check
Master,
their
I
eyes,
vow
which
to
is
weigh
going to
my
be
every
difficult
word before
because I
speaking.
have made their
When in
eyes
doubt,
red.
I shall hold my tongue.
But if their eyes are red and glowing, then they have contracted a disease that makes them very arrogant. But they will also have different dialogue that would indicate such a thing has happened. I'm looking for someone named Geoffrey. I believe he is up in this location.
We're running low on everything.
So he has given us a letter, and we must take this to another person who has been sent out into the field to gather supplies. The letter tells them that they need more supplies, and he's not going to like this.
That's everything assembled. Oi!
Ah, of course. What is the Arisen for except for gathering materials? So he has tasked us with gathering the materials that were requested in the letter. You can just find these scattered about. 3 harspuds, 2 salubrious draughts. There's the harspuds. We can combine the green herbs with the fruit we picked up and then take these back to him.
How goes it?
Now I can return to Geoffrey, who I called Geoffrey.
Oi!
And that quest is complete. Now, as I said before, I'm going to set an item down here. You don't have this item yet. Do not worry about it. Now I can return to Melv and tell Gregor that I am ready to go to the capital. I am
Make
back.
haste then. We must leave anon.
I am ready.
Good.
This is going to be quite the journey, and along the way, another quest will automatically start, and we will complete it. Do not worry about exploring while you are on this quest. You will get that opportunity later. Right now, you just want to follow the guy to the capital.
All claims. Regard. Hold here a moment.
On the way, we'll come through this little camp.
An ox cart was meant to meet us.
No ox cart for us, unfortunately. I don't really like using the ox carts, though. It's much more beneficial to gain the experience along the way of defeating all of the enemies, picking up the items, maybe jumping into a cave or two. just not on this journey. Also, in this short location, this little camp here, you have free stamina. Ah, yes. They're going to start activating their lanterns. I don't like carrying a lantern, so it's going to be very dark. But I did give my pawn the ability to give me something like a lantern. It's a little defensive buff, and it provides some light. Ow. Being an archer early on is very useful. Up ahead here, there is a lot of luck. Whatever are we going to do?
What's this? We're trapped.
It would be really nice if Gregor and his company could survive this. So the first thing we're going to do
Cyclops! To think we'd
is
encounter
break
one
this.
here.
My heart is pounding a league a minute.
You have my gratitude,
It
sir.
is possible for him
seem
to
I
die
misjudged
during
you.
that fight. And if that happens, you just continue on your way to the capital. But some things are going to be just slightly different. It doesn't really interfere with the rest of the quests. Although with keeping him alive and defeating the Cyclops, he gives us the opportunity to explore on our own if we want. I will not be accompanying them. I will be making my own way to the capital.
Very well.
If not because I am simply faster than the ox cart. Ooh. Be careful of falling rocks. Let me show you the path. So we went all the way up here. Here was the gate. Came down through here. And right here we encountered the blockage that I broke free in the Cyclops. And on the other side was the ox cart that I declined. And so I have now run all the way down through here, following the main road, still not going off to the side paths and exploring yet, because I really want to make it down to the capital as soon as I can. An ogre. Nearly reached the capital. These things are annoying. Need magic to deal them any real damage. You can barely see it because the sun has yet to come up. Upon reaching the capital, the quest in Dragon's Wake will be completed, and we will be, from that point, working on Seat of the Sovereign.
Halt!
I was informed of your coming. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty.
Upon reaching the capital, we will be introduced to Captain Brandt, who will be giving us our quests. Oh, there he is again.